Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we're currently back out here at the house today, and we're going to be making a new episode of turning a truck that gets really good miles to the gallon to a truck that doesn't get really good miles to the gallon, like we did with this Toyota here. This truck could probably easily get like 30s, mid-30s miles to the gallon. Really good. You know, these Toyota trucks, these Toyota pickups get really good miles to the gallon. Well, we may have re-geared it, lifted it and everything, and doesn't get that good mileage anymore. And we did sew up the engine, so we actually did change the actual engine. If you guys did watch the episode on that, this thing is pretty crazy. This thing is a crazy rig. If you guys did not already know that, let me just rev it up for you guys, show you. There you go. Rolls a lot of coal. It is a diesel. Anyhow, I did go ahead and buy a new vehicle, and this is what we're going to be working on today. Went ahead and parked it already on the lift here in the shop. So here it is. The good old Chevy S10. Everybody knows and loves them. They're very compact, small little trucks here. Can't tow much or anything, but you will get probably high 20s, mid 30s when it comes to the mileage on these things. So, yeah, the miles per gallon on this truck is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and ruin that today. So we are going to do some modifications to this truck, just slightly. You guys will see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just start some work on this thing. I do have some different things in mind, like a new paint job. I'll spoil that one for you guys. I'll tell you that one. It is going to get a new paint job, and the rest you guys can guess. But we're going to hop straight into this build, and then I'll catch you guys once the build is done, and we can go ahead and mess around in it. Should be a cool truck in the end. Just stick around and wait. But yeah, pretty much, we're about to hop straight into the build, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished product here. As you guys can see, we did go ahead and put a new paint job on it, like I did mention, and we may have done some other slight modifications to it, like the suspension components and everything. This took a minute to build, and I don't know how to tell you guys this. It is diesel swapped. I did go ahead and diesel swap it, just so we can keep a little bit of the good mileage, and I did go ahead and re-gear it as well. So it should still get some better mileage than the other one. Right, the other one's got same engine as this one, actually. But that one only gets like 19 at the highest. I have a feeling that this one here probably could get, low 20s, honestly. We may have not lost much. But look at these massive wheels and tires do have on this thing. Now, here's the catch. With this truck, I did actually build it for somebody. So we are going to go sell this truck today. That is the plan. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Pretty much, though. First things first, we are going to have to take it on a little bit of a test drive. And as you guys can see, I do have the fuel cranked really high up, because this thing is rolling a lot of coal. Now, for all the things we did to this, we did do a lot. 5% tint wrap the windows, alright. Dual light bars. I put the older style light bars on, because that is what he requested. Tow mirrors, just because they look cool. But yeah, this thing is jacked up. It's definitely pretty big. And these wheels were super expensive, so for these special custom made rims, I'm about to sell this truck for a lot of money, especially because it was custom built. Put a nice toolbox in the bed and everything, did the bumper removal and the cut fenders like the guy requested. Now as you guys can see, it's slightly squatted. It's like a 1/4 inch squatted. I mean, you could barely tell. Now the reason being is so that it does not wheelie. So in other words, the stiffness in the rear is cranked up, in other words, and in the front too, but what you do is you let out some of the damping and you up the stiffness in the rear so that it keeps it like stuck, keeps it really still, because the second you barely put your foot in this thing, the whole front end's going up and this thing's slamming down. Like, this is just dropping down the second you hit the gas. It is super torquey, in other words. And with the re-gearing, it'll just spin the tires wherever you're at. And the amount of torque just absolutely just throws down the entire body of the truck. Like, this goes up and this back slams down. Like, in other words, that is how torquey this thing is. So, now, as you guys can see, it only does it a little bit. The second it tries to, the damping and the stiffness works together and stops it. So, yeah, pretty much this thing is re-geared. So it's not really the fastest truck, but the takeoff's actually pretty fast because this thing is very torquey. I mean, it'll get up there. It'll go fast, but the top speed isn't like anything too crazy. But we do have to give it a shot of NOS just to see. Actually, I don't think this truck's ready for it, not gonna lie. Anyhow, let's do it anyway. Alright, shot of NOS. It is gonna wheelie a little bit, and it's gonna lose control. Oh my goodness. I messed around with the suspension settings a little bit, but I made the back bouncy now. Now, instead of the back slamming down and the front wheeling, if you hit the gas too much, you hit a bump too hard or something like that, the back's going to just rock. So as you guys can see, the back would slam down right now. So if I hit this gas, the whole truck would flex and the back would go down. As you guys can see, it does it a little bit when you hit the gas. Now, I decided to go ahead and up the damping, or up the stiffness, lower the damping, and all that, so that it'll stop itself whenever it wants to go back. However, the bad part about that, every time I hit a bump, the back will just, let's see, will it do it? Yep, the back will bounce. So, kind of a flaw in my design that I was thinking of, but anyways, we're going to sell it anyway. He can mess with the suspension all he wants because these are adjustable shocks, so he can really do whatever he wants to it. This is definitely going to be a fun truck for somebody nonetheless, but yeah, it's definitely fast. It is definitely fast. It could have used a brake upgrade, that is for sure. Goodness, this thing is going crazy right now. Anyways, I'm going to give it a shot of NOS here, and I'm going to go right through here and go load this truck up onto the trailer here. Now it's time to see how the Toyota can tow this thing. I feel like I'm making a whistling diesel video right now because we are about to beat the crap out of this little Toyota truck here, but let's see, will it tow it? I'm pretty sure it'll pull it. 4-wheel drive and high gear, yeah, it'll probably do it. I don't know if I have to go into low gear. I doubt it. I'd go into low gear if this thing was a manual, but it's actually not. Good thing we won't be driving too far to drop this thing off to sell it. But yeah, we are definitely doing a number on this Toyota. Look at, I mean, we are burning up this engine right now. Alright, I guess we can throw it in low gear. No, actually, I don't want to throw it in low gear. But I do want to attempt something, but I know I shouldn't, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to give it a shot of NOS. Come on. Alright, we hit 43 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. That was a fast corner. Not going to lie. Hold on, I wonder what a low gear's like. Alright, 12 miles an hour. Alright, high gear it is. This thing is rolling a lot of coal. It's kind of scaring me. Look at how small the Toyota looks compared to that dang S10. That thing is huge. This has been a crazy adventure. I would not be doing this in this Toyota if it was a long distance trip. But we are definitely burning the crap out of this engine because it was my fault. The gearing, you know, maybe a little bit too high. Alright, we hit 45 miles an hour, cruising smoothly. But we slowed back down right back to 20 miles an hour as we downshifted, and now we are burning up the engine again. Alright, not much farther up the road we can drop this thing off. Yeah, we had a little bit of fun in the S10. I knew this build wasn't something I wanted to keep for myself. I already knew that at the beginning. Probably because I was going to build it for a guy in the beginning. But I also had the option I could have just kept to myself, you know. But because somebody requested that I build this certain vehicle for him, this truck, this S10, and then sell it to him. And I said, yeah, I guess I could do that. But I said, if I like it too much, I'll keep it. I don't really like the S10. I mean, I could have done some minor adjustments to make it likable, but I don't know. I got enough trucks laying around. Hey, the Toyota's actually doing pretty good at towing this thing, surprisingly. Taking corners smooth and all. Alright. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Alright, we're going to whip that corner. We are almost to our destination, so we can drop this thing off. Alright, we're going to come in right here. Good thing he's got a big driveway. I dropped this thing off here. I bet he's hearing this inside, that is for sure. Alright, stop bouncing, making me look bad. Alright, here's the S10 at its final destination. It was a good, fun build. We had a little bit of fun with it. Definitely could do some more adjustments on the shocks to make it a little bit more, you know, usable, drivable, whatever. But he can go and do that. Looks like he's well off with this shop here and everything. He's got a nice property over here, not going to lie. But anyhow, that's probably going to wrap it up for today's video. I'm just going to talk to the guy, whatever, and then sell it to him. So pretty much that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't already. Turn on post notifications to stay up to date with more. And with that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.